Alright, if you're anything like me, you've always wanted to shorten servo wires and things, and it's a little intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. I bought some cheap crimpers that made it still really difficult, but I bought some better ones that make this a breeze. So we're just gonna give a quick demo on that. So I've already got these cut. I guess actually we'll just go over the products. So I crimping pliers. These are ratcheting ones. So once it's engaged, it's engaged. You can see it's got kind of steps here. So each time you engage, it's going to hold that in there until the final crimp, and then it unlocks. So the coolest part about these, one, the ratcheting is pretty cool, but the best part is if you can see there's multiple shelves on each I don't even know what you want to call it, on each little crimper thing. So there's a wider one in the back and a more narrow one in the front. And what this does is makes it really convenient because you can crimp both ears at the same time. So of course the bigger one is for your wire that still has the shield, and then the smaller one's for obviously your exposed wire. So we'll do a quick demo. I guess also I'll say I got these off Amazon as well, so that's what I'll be fooling with here in just a sec. But really cool product, and I think they were, I want to say they were like 20 bucks, 22 bucks maybe. But if you've ever wanted to do this, I promise you, they're worth the money. And I mean, you can even do these for people and, maybe even make a little money back. One thing I'll say, the kit that I got that came with all these, it's got 900 pieces, just a million of these. I thought I was going to have to practice a lot to get this right, and then all the little connectors and things. These are what came out of it. I believe this is a ProTech, and let's see if you can tell, if I could lay that up right. The ProTech ones are a little bit longer than these, but like I said, these come with your connectors and everything else that are, I guess, made to fit these ones. I don't think it's a big deal at all, but I just wanted to show you that. So there's no surprises or anything. But yeah, we'll go ahead and just do a demo. We'll break this off. And I'm not an expert. I literally just got these. And the other crimpers I had were a nightmare, but these ones work really well. So now we've got, actually let's do the red wire. We'll take this and we'll go ahead and strip it. So I've just got some wire strippers here. And I guess taking note, this, you can kind of see about where your exposed wire needs to be. So it's really not a ton, and you can go up a little bit further like that. But now I know that if I strip, this back half portion right down there, it's probably going to be about right. So we'll go ahead and toss these in here. And I think that'll be about right. Guess we'll find out. So that looks a little shorter than what I was hoping for. But fuck it, we'll run it. So yeah, that's our exposed wire. Let's twist that up a tiny bit. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the plug that we're going to use, and I'm just going to load it into the crimper. So of course, like I mentioned earlier, you've got a wider portion and a narrow portion. So of course you're going to want to put your shielded wire clip thingy in there. And I'm just gonna, you can kind of see where it's halved. So I'm going to try to hold that right about there. and seat that into the crimper. Just going to be a little tricky on camera, and because these things are super small. I think that's about right. All right, so there's the first engagement, and we can see it seated in there pretty well, and it's holding them, which is great. You know, you don't have to try to balance all this. That's what's so great about these ratcheting ones. You know, now I can easily feed a wire into there without having the damn thing fall out or having to mess with it. All right, so that's what we got. And we know from looking at this other one that we'll need to feed, you know, about that much of the shielded wire into the slot. So there's that. So I'll attempt to do that. So I think that'll be about good. And then it's just as simple as ratcheting down. And we'll go all the way. And we'll take a look. All right. So it's hard to see the wire, but that, yeah, I think that worked pretty well. So it's really cool. You can see that the ears are perfectly crimped into the shield, which is going to give you a really solid connection there. And then we can see where the shield ends right here. So our exposed wire is up into the portion that it needs to be. And that's the finished product, just like that. Literally loading in and just... that's it. And then you just gotta plug it into one of the plugs. So of course, I'm sure we all know that they've got these little flaps that hold the little internal connector in there. So let's try to slide that in there. So we can kind of see that that flap's still up, indicating we're not all the way in there yet. Feed that a little more. So just heard that. I don't know if you can hear that on camera, but we can see that now the flaps here are flat, and that should be a secure connection. Let's kind of tug on that a little bit. Yeah, feels pretty good. Just for, I guess, the sake of demonstration, here's one of the other needles for, you know, if you were doing the other connector. And I'm just gonna see if I can stick that in there. Okay, so it's in there, and yeah, feels pretty snug. So yeah, just like that. That's you know, something that I considered a nightmare before with inferior crimpers, but with these, again, these are iCrimp SN28B. So they do little wires, 28 to 24, so on. But really doing both of the crimps at once is just so key, and just how well it does it. I mean, literally perfect. So yeah, if you're ever wanting to shorten these, this would be my recommendation. And I think these are like $22. And I think I picked up this 900 piece whatever that's gonna last a lifetime for, I want to say maybe it was $13, maybe less. But I'll put links in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope that sheds a little light on how to crimp things and how to make it really, really easy. Thanks for watching.